Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Team Dream Believers team call for the month of September. Better late than never, right? As you all know, I've been a little bit absent because I've had a lot going on in my life with moving. It was a huge, huge move, and then I was away in Vegas and coming back and getting acclimated in the new house. So I never stopped completely doing the business. I just haven't been as active on our team page, and we haven't had, usually we do our team call a little bit earlier in the month. But during this time, I've been taking some time I stepped back from the business a little bit, and I felt the need to kind of reevaluate how I've been doing the business because I felt the need to do something different. I love Julie and Shannon, and I've been doing a lot with them. And I decided that although I'm still success partners with them and I love them and we'll do things in the future, I needed to do something different for my team. So I made it clear that I'm going to be doing something on my own, and I told them, I hadn't quite figured it out yet, but I know that I need to be true to myself and true to my team, because I felt as though I have some great coaches on my team who are really serious and really determined to do the business and to really make this what you want it to be for yourselves and for your lives. But for some reason, I wasn't feeling the engagement and the commitment that I'd like to see from you, and that I know that you would like to see from yourselves, because that's how you're going to be able to achieve the goals that you have for yourselves and really reach your true why. So because I want to do what's best for all of you, I decided to take a step back and kind of reevaluate how I'm doing it. And I'm really excited because I'm going to come back now stronger than ever. And I really want all of you to come with me and us go together and just take this business and soar with it. So I'm going to ask, I know that I only have a few of you on the call tonight because it happened to be a conflict for a lot of people, but at least, you'll be able to see the recordings. But for all of you that are here tonight, who of you are ready to take your business and really rock it? Raise your hands.
Woo!
Shannon, you can say me.
I'm raising my hand, literally.
Raise your hand.
Awesome. All right, because we are ready. I mean, we are so ready to do this. I've got things in mind and plans that I really want to connect with each one of you on an individual basis. That's why I put out there that invite for this new coach mentorship program that I'm going to be doing with all of the serious players here. All the ones that are really serious about wanting to make their business everything they want it to be, and are willing to do what it takes in order to do that. Now, for some reason, my computer blacked out. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to ask you to do is to take a moment and really focus on your why. Think about what changes you really want in your life and picture them actually being a reality right now. Picture whatever it is, not having to go to work every day, being able to have financial freedom, do whatever you want to do for you and your family, and not have to worry about where it's coming from. Being able to just do whatever you want and not have that financial security that you know that for the rest of your life you're good and your family's taken care of, and you can do what you want to do when you want to do it and enjoy your life the way that you want to. So whatever the things are that you really have that deep desire to have in your life, the changes that you'd like to see in your life, picture them really happening right now and how that feels to you. And then ask yourself, are you willing to do what it takes in order to have that? Because we really are at a crossroads. You have an opportunity where you really can make that happen for yourself, and it's up to you whether you're willing to really do what it takes. And I'm willing to help you to get there. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi. And so you just really need to be committing to create your life. You know, we only have, as far as we know, we only have one life, and we want to make it the life that we want, not just let it happen to us, but actually create it. And each of us can. Each of us can make this life whatever we want it to be. So if you really want to make the life that you have in your mind, that you really have that deep desire to have, then let's do it, because I want to take you there. So it's all about you really committing and being serious about doing what it takes. And that means treating this business like a business, being present, and acting like you're a CEO of your own company. And being a CEO of your own company means making sure that you're checking the team page daily. You know, there shouldn't be one day that goes by that you don't check your team page because you want to see what's going on. And checking your Coach Online office daily, seeing what's going on in the business. And especially on Wednesdays, the night before, the day before the new payroll starts, new pay period, you want to go into your coach sponsorship drill down and check to see if any of your coaches are about to go inactive, and do something about it, or make sure that you have the volume that you need in order to not drop in rank. And if you don't, then fix it. So it's up to you to be watching your business, be the one who, you know, treating it like you are the CEO, because you are, and taking the measures that it's going to take in order to make sure that your business is not only surviving, but succeeding, but, you know, advancing the way that you want it to. So you're going to be learning in your coach mentorship program all the things that you'll need to do and in order to really succeed at being whatever you want your business to be for you, and go as far as you want to go with it. So I'm really excited about the Coach Mentorship Program. I am going to be reviewing all of the questionnaires this weekend, and then we're going to be starting next week with a game plan, with getting started, and it's going to be really exciting. Anybody who has not joined the Coach Mentorship Program and would like to, this is your one opportunity to do so, because tomorrow is the deadline. I would need to know by tomorrow and have your coach questionnaire form completed and submitted by the end of the day tomorrow. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to go over tonight is I happened to listen to a couple of the National Wake Up Calls that are absolutely fabulous, and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I took away from it, and I'd love to hear from all of you anything that you wanted to share. The one by Shane Fryer was amazing. She goes into specifics as to what she does with her coaches in order to start them out strong. And one of the things that she said I totally resonated with, and I'm going to share with you all because I really believe this to be true. When you start your business, you want to connect with people. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's not just a sales job. It's about relationships, and it's about creating connections. And when you're offering to help people with their weight loss and their fitness and their health, and they sign on with you, you want to make it a really great experience for them. So by creating challenge groups and keeping them really strong and connecting with each of these challengers, you know, not just leaving them to do their own thing, but really staying connected with them, following up with them on a regular basis, checking in with them, you know, not only in the group, but sending them private messages or calling them and saying, hey, I'm just checking to see how you're doing, you know, and really following up with them, hearing them, listening to them. That's what's going to keep them motivated to stay engaged in the challenge group. And then, of course, also posting really motivating messages and asking them if they have any challenges that they're going through, answering any of their questions, posting value, some maybe clean eating recipes. So all of that, keeping your challenge groups really strong and staying really connected with each one of them so that they see success. You want each one of your challengers to really see success so that they are excited. You want to develop that passion inside them for Shakeology and for the Beachbody Challenge that they're doing. And that is what's going to build your business, because when you have a challenger who winds up having such passion and such excitement with the changes that it's done for them, they're going to be wanting to be coaches. They're going to come to you, and because they're, especially if you encourage them to share their results on their pages, then it's just a natural phenomenon of what's going to happen is all their friends are going to be seeing their changes and asking them what they're doing, and it's going to make them feel so great. So it's just a natural procession where, they're going to want to be a coach. They're not just a buyer coach. They're going to want to be a business builder because of the passion that they have, and then they'll be excited about helping others do the same thing. And when you show them that they can make an income by doing it, it's just a win-win for everybody. So that's how you really build a business, not just by finding on discount buyers. So we have to get rid of that. Yeah, I think that feedback is coming from you, so I'm going to mute you.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one thing that I took away from Shane's call is that, we're so quick to sign anybody up to get the discount, but that's not what's going to build your business. It's nice when the discount buyers do eventually become business builders, but it's even nicer when you get them really excited about the products, about what they do for them, about what they have done for themselves in their lives, the changes that they have felt. And this way they have a transformation story that they can share, and that's going to immediately bring them success. And when you have coaches that see success from the get-go, that's going to solidify their commitment to the business. So that's what you really want to establish. So I'd like us all to really kind of refocus on building really strong challengers and really put our efforts into making sure that we stay really connected with all of our customers that get signed on, even if they're just drinking Shakeology. Give them the value, still put them in a Shakeology group, and give them the value of, so that they realize all the nutrition that they're getting, and they realize everything that they're doing for themselves. So, by building customers that are passionate about Shakeology and about the programs, that's what's going to get you real business builders who are going to be committed to wanting to build the business. And that's what you really want, not just a whole line of discount buyers that wind up dropping off. That's not building a solid business. So we want to solidify our foundation of our business, and that's the way to do it. So I'd like to stay focused on doing that. And the other thing that Shane said that I took away was that one of her aha moments was when she was at Summit, and she recognized the difference between her and all the top coaches that she was watching up on stage. The biggest difference was that they were all doing personal development and she wasn't. So I want to make sure that we are all staying consistent with doing personal development and really taking it to heart, because that is so vital. That really does make the biggest difference between the top coaches and the coaches that don't go anywhere. It's so easy to quit. We all know that we all come to the table with our own weaknesses and our own insecurities and our own self-doubts and limiting beliefs. We all know that. And the only way for us to push through them and to overcome them is by doing personal development. So that is so vital in creating a really successful business and getting to that top place where we all want to be. So not only is one of the things of personal development that I'm going to suggest is the National Wake Up Calls. I mean, they are just absolutely phenomenal. Every time I hear National Wake Up Call, I get off the phone all excited because I have new ideas and new ways of, I want to try different things with my coaches, with you guys, as well as, with the business, promoting it and recruiting and with challengers. There's just so many different areas that you can take away new ideas. And it really hearing the stories of these top coaches where they started out just like you and me, and they made it to where they are, makes you realize every single time you hear it that you can do it too. If they could do it, why not you, right? So that's why the National Wake Up Calls are so amazing, and I really encourage everyone to do them. And then the other thing that I wanted to introduce, and I really hope that everybody really considers this, is that remember a couple of months ago when I talked about I was going to do another call strictly about the law of attraction, because I truly, truly believe in the law of attraction, and our realities are all based upon how we think. Our thoughts create our reality, and what we focus on is what we draw to us. So really, in order to achieve success, we have to really train ourselves to just be focused on the things that we want to draw to us, and to be thinking in terms of the positive things in life that we want. And a perfect, and I would have to say the best form of personal development in order to do this is Bert's group that he's doing, and it's really amazing. He started out this group based upon the book Think and Grow Rich, which is just an amazing book that is based upon the principles that achieve success. And I've heard people refer to it as the Bible of success. And this is really just a recipe of, if everyone just followed these principles, then everybody would achieve the life that they want. And Bert is an expert at teaching these principles, and that's what he's been doing in his group. And he's developed a following of over 2,000 people who really appreciate and are getting such value from all the content and all the teachings that he's bringing to them. And he's really changing lives. And so I'm going to turn the table over to Bert right now so he can share with you a little bit about what he's doing, because now he's taking it to another level where it's not just about Think and Grow Rich, but he's actually providing group coaching, which I really feel would be the top of the line when it comes to personal development. It's not just reading a book and trying to absorb it yourself, but it's actually having a person who's an expert at teaching the principles of success help you and guide you. So Bert, maybe you can share with a little bit with the team what you're doing and invite them to join you.
Sure, let me unmute myself. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Let me just give you a little background. I got involved with Beachbody right after I came out of the hospital with congestive heart failure. And while marketing and selling are nothing new for me, I've done that since I was 22 years old, which was, 2 years ago. I've been doing marketing for a long time. I worked for Prudential Financial Services for 10 years. When I left the company, I was an assistant to the vice president of Northeastern Sales. I started my own personal planning agency, and I did that for 3 years. And then I spent up until 2004, I spent it in the automotive industry running dealerships for some of the major dealer groups here in New Jersey. Always making high six figures. And in 2004, I decided I had enough of working that life, and I got involved in internet marketing. So from 2004 to today, I've been involved in basically developing websites, developing products, ideas, and marketing them online successfully. And when in November of last year, around December, I had made a deal with the powers that be that if I got better, that I would contribute and be less focused on my own goals. And so in November of last year, I started getting involved in a lot of groups. And the offshoot of that group was the Think and Grow Rich group, which I really didn't plan on doing because I really didn't have the time to get involved. But I felt after going to so many different personal development seminars, I mean, I've been in sales for a long time, and the thing is, I've read, you name the book, I've pretty much read it at least 10 times. And the thing is that I've been to, Tony Robbins' UPW, I've been to Date with Destiny. I haven't done Business Mastery because I really didn't see it as a parallel, but they all provided you with a great kick in the pants, but 3-4 months later, nothing really changed. And I always looked at that and I wondered why that was. And I had answered that question years ago. And the reason why is because they really didn't get involved in teaching you how to change your existing core beliefs and how to change your habits. I can get you motivated, but motivation, is based on two things. If you're going to motivate a donkey or a horse, you put a carrot in front of it. And this is the old pain and pleasure. So the carrot has to be big enough. The donkey has to be hungry enough. And if he isn't willing to go and grab the carrot by just pure incentive motivation, then you've got to have the stick to hit it. So all motivation is based on the carrot and the stick. And that's kind of like, every day you got to get up and get yourself excited and motivated. And that's a job in itself. But what I learned is that there's one thing that doesn't really require motivation, and that's habit. You don't have to motivate yourself to get in the car and drive. You don't have to motivate yourself to wake up. You don't have to motivate yourself to do a lot of things because these things are now habits. And so as I started exploring, how to create habits, I found that what we're doing is we're creating mental habits. Because before we learn how to throw that ball, we have to create that mental habit of throwing the ball, and then the physical habit follows. So what I've been focused on in this group of over 2,300 people, and that's in less than 5 months, that group has become 2,300 people. Every Saturday I get anywhere between 30 to 50 people on the call. And what I've shared with them is just some simple ideas that I picked up along the way from different mentors on how to basically take your goal, your 12-month goal, your financial goal, your health and weight loss goal, and your relationship goal, and incorporate it into a simple goal statement, and using a process that was shared with me by Alan and some other people that I've mentored with, we begin to embed that in your subconscious mind. Buddha said, we become what we think about all day long. And that's so true. We need to begin to change our dominating thoughts. Now, at first, I was doing a lot of this one-on-one with a lot of people. And just like training one-on-one, it's very time-consuming. So what I ultimately ended up doing is I put together a course, which basically I videotaped myself teaching exactly how to construct the goal statement, because the goal statement is very comprehensive. It covers what your goal is. It covers what are your specific actions that you must take on a daily basis to reach the goal. It covers what are your limiting beliefs, what are your I am statements. It covers what are your rewards. What is it you're going to get out of achieving this financial goal or this weight loss goal or this relationship goal. In fact, I am honored and privileged to say that Bonnie would not be in my life if I had not put into my statement that I am attracting the dream woman of my life. And she must be beautiful, positive, sexy, intelligent, smart, and driven. And she's all that and more. So the law of attraction works as long as you are willing to apply these techniques. So what I did is I put together this course. And the course basically teaches you how to create your statement in a series of videos, each breaking apart one paragraph of the statement. It then goes into how to, most people try to change their actions. Like we look at our results and we want to lose weight. So what do? We get a diet or we get an exercise program. And then you've seen it if you've been a Beachbody coach. The very motivated stick with it. But the majority of people, after they encounter one, ice cream cone, they're off the diet. They don't have the discipline. And it's not because of the discipline, it's what they believe and the habits they have. So what I focus on is instead of, we want to change your results, not by changing your actions, but by changing what you believe. We go right to the core. We are where we are because of what we believe. If we're not as wealthy as we like, if we don't have the relationship we want, if we don't have the fitness we want, it's because of what we believe. And those beliefs are what generates the actions. And then it's the actions which generate the results. So this course is designed to teach you how to generate the change in the belief so that you can then take more action, the action that you need to take, and you'll get the results. And believe me, it works. It's not based on just what I learned. This is a compilation of hundreds and hundreds of books: Napoleon Hill, W. Clement Stone, Claude Bristol, James Allen, Maxwell Maltz, Paul J. Meyer, Napoleon Hill, Clarence, James Waddell, Charles Henley. I mean, you name the author from as far back as the late 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s. I've read those books, and I found what works. And so what this program will do for you is it'll help you identify your goal. It'll help you create a goal statement, which then you will be taught how exactly to read that statement on a day-by-day basis, so it begins to sink into your subconscious mind. It must become your dominating thought. Think of your goal as a romance. You know, when you were first in love, you woke up in the morning and who did you think about? Bonnie. And then during the day, who did you think about? Bonnie. And then before you think about Bonnie. So what happens is that you become what I call Bonnie brained. So that's what we'll teach you how to do. We'll show you how to create an action plan. If you want to achieve your goals in Beachbody, you need to know what specific actions to take. And you need to do them on a daily basis. But some days we forget. So we have a methodology built into the goal statement that will remind you on a day-by-day basis what the actions are, and you will not be able to resist taking action. As I said, once you create this in yourself, you know, first you drive the goal, then the goal will drive you. It'll become automatic. It'll become a habit. We'll go into how to create an effective visualization board, and there's advanced training. I'm having the vice president of the Napoleon Hill Foundation speaking up to us on a webinar. I have a gentleman called Cactus Jack, who is a QVC millionaire. He was on the Shark Tank and raised over close to $200,000 for his inventions, and he's going to discuss how to take an idea and market it. But beyond that, beyond giving you all those tools to create a goal and to really embed that goal into your physiology, because that goal must be part of you. It must be the thing you wake up and do every day. What I've also decided to do is I was on Shailene Johnson's call today. And being a salesman for so many years, I know that the most important thing that we all need are leads. We need to have people that are interested in our product or that we can reach out to. And one of the things that I excel at is creating leads online. I know how to build a website, and I had over 250 of them. And so what I'm also willing to do for the people that take advantage of this program today, I'm going to give it to you at almost 50% off. And I'm also going to include 3 hours, 3 webinars spread out over an hour each week, where I'm going to go into things like how to create a YouTube channel to create additional business. Now I'm going to tell you why. I originally was recruited by Josh Spencer, who's a 15-star diamond. And I had the opportunity to not only to talk to him at Summit, but I spent a great deal of time talking to Wayne Wyatt, who's also a top-level coach, who owns 3 dental practices, and yet he's Success Club 10, 15 every month, month in, month out. Scott Hobbs. And what they all had in common is they all had a YouTube channel that generated, for example, Wayne Watts' YouTube video in less than 5 years has over 1.5 million views. Now, do you think if somebody sees your video 1.5 million times over 5 years, that's almost 300,000 views, 200,000 views a year? Don't you think that some of those people are going to click to your website and may be interested in finding out about becoming a coach or becoming a client? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time showing you not only how to build a YouTube channel, but also how to so that you'll be able to create your own Instagram channel, your own Twitter channel. And I'll share with you some of the information that I paid for Shailene, where she talked about why she uses Instagram and why Instagram is where we all need to be, because Facebook is not giving us the platform that it used to. And so in addition to the reduced price, it's normally selling for $150 now. So I'm going to offer it for $89.99. I'll post a link on the Team Dream Believers page. And what I'll include with that is 3 hours of video webinars teaching you how to create your own YouTube channel, how to monetize that YouTube channel, and then to do what Shailene just verified again today, which is you can't depend on on Facebook to be your only source of leads, because if Facebook changes tomorrow, there goes all your ability to do business. So you must begin to develop an email list. And there's very inexpensive ways you can do that. There's a company called MailChimp that will allow you to accumulate up to 1,000 emails without paying anything. And there's other sources without having to spend money. And essentially the advantage of using YouTube and social media is that you don't need to develop a website. You can drive that traffic to a phone call, you can drive that traffic to an email, or you can drive that traffic right to your Beachbody website. So not only will you be learning how to control your mindset so that you become very laser focused, because the key is you need to have your goal in your mind 24/7. It has to be the thing that you wake up in the morning thinking about. And this specific goal statement that I've developed and the videos that take you beyond that will show you how to do that. And then we're going to back that up with some specific actions that you can take to generate more leads. Because if you have more people that are interested in becoming coaches, more people that are interested in Shakeology or a certain workout, the more opportunity you're going to have to increase your income. So in essence, what you're going to get is not only the course, but you're going to get the ability to make back the money that you spent on the course and then some. And so that's basically it. I didn't let you know about that, Bonnie, that last part, because as we started to realize that, that's what, we were talking about doing that for you, but I figured as long as I'm going to do it for you, I might as well tape record them and show everybody else. Because really, we're a team here, and we want to take this team to the next level. And the only way we're going to do that is if we have more prospects to talk to. That's the key. Look, I sold for a long time. If I have nobody to talk to, I can't sell.
Lori is asking a question. Lori would like to know if you said that this also includes website development.
Yes, I will help you with website development. I won't physically develop, but I'll show you very simple ways to develop a WordPress website. And here's how expensive it is. $10 for the domain name, and then $36 a year for the hosting. So for a $46 investment, you'll have a website. And I'll show you exactly how to build it so that you get traffic, because website development is not about just having a pretty site, but knowing what keywords to target so that people find you. And there's other things that we will discuss. If you become part of this team, of this course, you'll also be participating in, I forgot to mention, the course itself includes 6 hours, 1.5 hours each Sunday of additional training and personal coaching to help you develop your goal statement. And it's going to morph into a mastermind group, which you'll be able to help each other. There's people in there that are involved in different businesses, and I have no problem with people masterminding with each other. So the opportunity is there for not only learning but also making money. So that's my elevator work.
Well,
thank you, Bob.
You're welcome. Like I had mentioned, this really is the ultimate when it comes to personal development. And I truly believe that this is what it's going to take your business to the next level, because our mindset and our thought processes and our limiting beliefs is why we are where we're at. And the only way to really change that is to change the way that we think. So reading personal development is wonderful, and it is going to help you to stick with it, and it is going to help you to overcome things. But the real focus needs to be to change your thoughts. And what Bert's doing is really helping everybody to really get down to the deep part of why we think the way that we do, and actually just changing them, teaching our subconscious to think differently. And so that in itself is really what's going to change our lives and change our reality. And this picture that Bert actually posted earlier today, I had written down, and because it's perfect for this. It's you are where you are and what you are because of the dominating thoughts that you allow to occupy your mind. And basically what he does is teach us to change those dominating thoughts so that our reality changes and we no longer have those limiting beliefs that keep us where we are. And then the sky's the limit. We can go to wherever we want to go because our thoughts are no longer preventing us from getting there. So I really encourage everybody to embrace this opportunity that you have. Okay, so the time commitment, Lori, I think that, Bert, it's just one call a week. The time commitment for the group. Oh, I don't hear you anymore. Oh, there you are.
Nice being polite. The time commitment is one call a week for 1.5 hours on a Sunday. And basically it'll be recorded. So if you can't make it, that's fine. It'll probably be video because I'll be doing screen sharing. The purpose of the call is essentially to cover what's in the training program. The training program is on my website, and it's a series of videos that walk you through the entire process. You also will receive 14 audios. There's so much I really didn't have time. I really didn't want to eat up a lot of the time sharing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link that'll explain everything because there's so much that I'm giving.
Well, what Lori was concerned about is being able to fit this into her day or her week, along with everything else that she wants to do for her business.
Right.
So that's what
Right, so I see it like as an extra, so like I made some notes, you know, so focusing in time to focus in on the business aspect of the business,
Right.
time to focus in on the customer-centric aspect.
Well, this would be a personal development.
And this
each
is
day.
personal development,
That's what this would be.
right? And it
And,
sounds,
and it's a what do you call it? It's self-paced.
Yeah.
So you'll have access to the membership area. You can watch the videos as many times as you want. I'm also including 14 one-hour audios of Alan, my mentor, who trained with Joseph Green, who was a mentored by Napoleon Hill. He met him when he was 89 years, when Joseph Green was 89 years old and Alan was 22. And Alan is in multi-level marketing. And Alan right now is working for a company called New Skin. And Alan is currently making $1.6 million a year. I'm sorry, a month. And I've spoken, a month. Yeah.
it's like, that's like ridiculous.
I know. But he has, I can show you, you know, his people. He has trained over 300,000 people using what I'm sharing with everybody here.
Yeah, he attributes his success to what Bert's teaching. So basically, you know, that's where he's getting it from. But Bert is an expert at being able to teach it and also coaching in his own right. You know,
Plus, I'm mentored by Alan, and then Derek. Derek is a man who is also involved in the same company, and it has nothing to do with company. It's about network marketing and the compensation system. And you know,
as far as a time issue, it would be that would be your personal development for the day, and you would know that you'd be giving yourself the very best personal development because
the videos are only about 20-30 minutes long. I also made them into MP3s so that if you don't want to sit there and watch a video, you can download it to your smartphone and listen to it while you're driving, exercising, whatever. And then the coaching calls, the ones that are for the personal development, they're about 1.5 hours. I'm also going to convert those into MP3 so you can listen to them. You don't have to watch video. And those are recorded, so if you can't make the call, you'll be able to do it on your own time at your own pace, because they'll just add additional knowledge. As far as the YouTube, social media, and website development, those will be 1 hour. I'll poll the group to find out what is the best day and time to do it. I'm not going to arbitrarily pick a date and time. My schedule is flexible. I'm on the East Coast. So I'll let you guys decide. And of course, it'll be recorded. And so that if you can't make the call for whatever reason, you'll still have the opportunity to watch the recordings as I walk you through the process of how to create a website, how to find a domain name, how to host it, who to host it with, how to create a YouTube channel, how to write your description. I mean, there's so many things.
And then, of course, you'll have the support on the group page as well, where everybody shares what they're doing and their successes and the changes in their life from doing the program. So, okay, we kind of have to move on because we only have a few more minutes, and I did want to touch upon the other items that I had on the agenda. So thank you, Bert. Thank you for sharing all about what you're offering, and I really hope that everybody embraces and takes advantage of it. It's really an amazing opportunity.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I touched upon personal development first, even though that's the third vital behavior, but I wanted to just go over with all of you, including the people who aren't doing the coach mentorship program. Think about what your goals are, what you want to accomplish with this business, what you would like this business to do for you in your life, and then ask yourself if you are doing what you need to be doing in order to make that happen. And if your answer is probably not, or you're not sure, then you'll need to have a conversation with yourself if you're going to step it up so that you are going to be doing what you need to be doing. And like I said, I've offered to do this coach mentorship program so I can help you to reach those goals. So anybody who's not currently in the coach mentorship program, have that conversation with yourself, and please reach out to me, because I would love to have a conversation with you so I can help you to reach whatever goals you have for yourself with this business, and take it to wherever you want it to go. Now, as we all know, in order to reach success in the business, it's not a secret. It's very well known that as long as we're all doing those 3 vital behaviors, then success will happen, but it has to be done consistently. And that's what develops momentum. So the personal development is huge, and I touched upon that first, but the other 2 also are so vital, so important. Inviting. It's all about the numbers. It's so easy for us to not invite someone because we make a preconceived notion that they're not going to be interested for whatever reason. Maybe you don't think that they need to lose weight, or you think that, that they don't have money and so they're not going to buy from you. But you can't make that decision for other people. And then some of us don't invite because we're afraid of rejection, or we're afraid of what we're going to say if they have an objection. These are all normal things, but we can't let that stop us, because inviting is how we're going to achieve success. So that's what I'm here for, is to help you through all of that. And I would like to have these conversations with you on a one-on-one basis. And that's what the Coach Mentorship Program is going to do. But as a group, I am going to share with all of you some scripts that I use when I invite. And I actually have recently, my most recent conversations via Facebook message, that I signed people on who, were just from scratch in the same old conversation, because we always talk about, well, how many conversations does it take before they finally sign on? Well, I've had two situations recently where it was the start of the conversation and the end of the conversation all at the same time, and they signed on. So it's a perfect example for me to copy and paste and share with all of you, so you can see how it went and the process that it took and how I responded and things like that. So I'll share all of that with you. And that's just so that you can have some ideas. But if you have any questions about anything, or any hesitations, or any reluctance, or challenges when it comes to inviting, reach out to me or post it on the team page, because most likely if you're having that, then someone else is too. And share it, because that's the only way that you're going to overcome it, is by addressing it. And I can give you ways to overcome it, and we can talk through it. We can do role playing, but inviting is where it's at. And don't be afraid of people saying no, because that's how you practice. And in order to get really good at inviting it, the more you practice, the better you're going to get. And also, with every no, you're getting closer to the next yes. Because when someone is ready to make a change in their lives, they're going to say yes to you. And you don't have to be a great salesperson to do that. It's really just about connecting with that person and really just showing them that you care, and taking the time to find out about them and their goals and their situation. And then when you share with them how you're going to help them, most likely they're going to sign on with you right there and then, no hesitation, if they're ready. So I invite you all to reach out to me if you have any hesitations or qualms about inviting, because that's where it's at, and that's what really needs to be happening. And I have all different ways of showing you how to invite. So I'm going to share some of those with you on the team page, but some of them are in, doing events and just reaching out every day to at least 5 people a day. I increased mine to 10 now, but reaching out to people every single day and just a very quick one-liner. Hi, how you doing? How would you like to join my online support group based on exercise and nutrition? That's it. Very simple. Just open the door. So I just wanted to, I have some new ideas that I would like to start doing with you that I'll present to you as we go on inviting to increase the number of invites that each of you are doing. And then another thing that's important is to find a way to track who you're talking to. So even though the business activity tracker might not be the thing for you, just create a very simple Excel spreadsheet with a column that says date, a column that says name, and a column that says what you talked about, and a follow-up column of when you're going to follow up with them. That's it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but just keep track of who you're talking to so nobody falls through the loops. And then the only other thing I wanted to bring up tonight is being a product of the product is so important, and I really urge you all to commit to one program. I know a lot of you have done a program and now you're just, choosing a workout from this one and a workout from that one, but there really is something to be said for committing to a program, and that's where you're going to get the best results. Sticking to it, just like you would tell a challenger to do, or coach a challenger to do. You need to be setting the example and doing that from day one, following the workout calendar, and every single day being committed to your workout. That is so important, because when you're being a product of the product, that's going to change your business, because that's where you're going to see the results in yourself, and other people are going to see them too, and you're going to be more of an inspiration to other people. That in itself is going to take your business and to a completely different level. So I urge you all to commit to one program and really stick with it like you would be teaching or coaching your challengers to do, and stay true to your nutrition, because when people are seeing you losing weight and you getting fit, you are going to have an amazing success in your business. Transformation stories, and when people see the before and afters, there's no bigger way of getting your business to take a real boost than really having other people see you be a product of the product like that. So what I'm going to do is create a coach accountability group, and I think, Bert, you were the one who thought of that, and I love that idea, because this is going to be just for us coaches to hold each other accountable for our own nutrition and fitness. So we'll have our own team coach accountability group, and this way we can hold each other accountable for being a product of the product, and that in itself is going to really make a huge difference in your business. All right, I'm just going to now mention a couple of the coming up events that everybody should definitely be part of, and make note and block off on your calendar so that you're going to be a part of it. I'm going to start a 5-day sneak peek. I think Ellen is going to do it with us, Ellen's team. So we want to do it as of October 5th, because that whole week is the week before. Do you guys hear an echo, or is it just me?
I hear something.
I don't know why.
Like
Maybe I'll mute the phone. I think
that was October 15th?
October 5th is going to be the sneak peek that week, that 5-day sneak peek, because then Don's Coach Basics training is starting on October 14th. So this way, any new coaches that get signed up during that week can be plugged right into Don's Coach Basics training. So get ready to get geared up for our own team sneak peek, 5-day sneak peek with Ellen's team. And so I'll ask some of you to do some videos to post on the team, and also start inviting anybody that you've talked to about the business opportunity, or who you haven't yet, but start inviting people just randomly as well as people who you think might be interested or might have a reason why they might want to earn an extra income. And then, so Dom's Coach Basics training will be starting on October 14th. And of course, Super Saturday is going to be coming up October 17th. And then there's some that are doing it on Sunday on the 18th. Now, I know in Tampa here, there's going to be 2. So the one that Arnell is doing is closer to us, Lori. I'm not sure if you have a preference, but I think I'd rather not go so far as going to Steffner, because I think I have my boys that weekend. So I think I'm going to go to the one right here in Tampa.
Is that the one on the 18th?
No, that's the one on the 17th.
It's a Saturday, the 17th.
Yes.
So I am probably having knee surgery.
Oh, on the 17th?
No. I'm looking to schedule it on October 21st on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that. So everybody needs to really make the effort to be at a Super Saturday or Sunday. And this is the time to register for it before they get sold out. So when you hear this recording, everyone, stop what you're doing and register now and block it off on your calendar, because being at these events is the 4th unofficial vital behavior. And then the other thing is always have challenge groups running. I'd like to hear from all of you what kind of challenge groups you're doing, not just free ones. Free ones are nice as having a pool of, like a feeder pool of people to invite, but you should always be running paid ones to invite people to join. And if you don't have one, you can always invite them to one that I'm doing, but I'd like to know that everyone is doing a paid one. That's what you're going to be inviting people to join and purchase a challenge pack from you in order to join it. Okay, well, I think that's all the information I wanted to cover for tonight. So even though we had a very few people show up, which I had a feeling because most people had conflicts tonight, just a bad night, I guess. Hopefully everybody will watch the recording. And I am very excited about taking this team to the next level, because I'm ready, and whoever else is ready to really be serious and committed, we're going to go together. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Bon. Thanks, Bert.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Bon. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, phone number.
That's Sage.
Say